I mean, how many what if there are errors even in my correction? How many do-overs do I get?
Fair question. Ultimately, we would capture the information as much as we can capture from the applicant and try to verify it. At some point, we will make a decision to send the information to the adjudication facility that it makes the ultimate decision about whether an individual gets a clearance, and let them judge for themselves as to whether they think this is too much or not too much.
I understand. This isn't a hypothetical situation. As you know, senior White House advisor Jared Kushner submitted 4 addendums to his security clearance paperwork after his original SF-86 forms contained more than 100 errors and omissions, mostly related to the failure to disclose foreign contacts. Retired General Flynn failed to disclose payments of over $600,000 for his work representing authoritarian regimes in Washington. Both were approved for their security clearances. What would you do if one of your employees approved such an incomplete form?
So working in the hypothetical without using into particular subjects on this, if the investigator did not, if the applicant said, I didn't do this, or or failed to report it, the question would be, how does the investigator find that it was failed to be reported? And if the investigator discovered that it had been failed to be reported, the first step would be to go back and try to understand why it was missed and what was missed, and capture it again. And what I don't know in the particular cases you're talking about, because we had no visibility in our organization to any of those activities. Those were done by other organizations, what that meant. But there would be a point when an adjudication facility, adjudication organization, has to take into account those mistakes. So it's not our decision to make that decision. It's not our purview to make that decision. We simply report what we know and how many addendums there may be to a report, and we report that.
Is there ever an instance where someone can command you to fast-track the verification of an SF-86 form?
It depends on how you define fast track, sir. If we get
Cut corners, fast track, get it through ram it through the system.
Cutting corners, no. So if people ask us to do things, put things ahead of the queue, yes, we do that all the time. To cut corners, we do not do that.
Can you recall if there's ever been an applicant having to submit 4 addenda detailing over 100 errors and omissions, being able to maintain their security clearance once those errors and omissions had been identified?
I will caveat that by saying I have not seen the breadth of all the applications, but I have never seen that level of mistakes.